Hello everyone and welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's Rachel here from Makers Gonna Learn, your ultimate die cutting community. And I have a very fun video for you all today on little tips to be able to arrange flowers like a pro. I know a lot of people are a little uncomfortable making their own flower arrangements, whether those be real flowers or silk flowers like we'll be using today. But believe it or not, there is a little structure type of guide that every flower arrangement needs to have. And I can't wait to walk you through that today and be able to create a really simple, really cute little flower arrangement for you guys out of some silk flowers today. So if you all are ready, let's go ahead and jump into the supplies that you'll need. Of course, you will need some sort of vase. We're going to be using this little milk jug vase today. We did add some vinyl on there in a live stream a few months ago, but this is such a beautiful vase. I thought it would be perfect for today's video. So all flower arrangement bases need to have some height to them, or at least a little bit of room to keep the flowers and hold the flowers down. In an ideal world, we would actually even have some floral foam, but I wanted this video today to be a little bit simpler, a little bit down to the basics. Let's just pretend that we're using real flowers today, and when using real flowers, you don't have a foam base to be able to use. So we are just using this jar, this empty jar here, this pretty little milk jug vase. And right now we have two different types of eucalyptus. So why I have two different types here is I absolutely love the height on this eucalyptus. I love that it has a ton of height for me. And the height is one of those things that these need badly. And then of course you're going to need some filler flowers, which we have these pretty little white daisies here. So these are really cute. We got all of these flowers at Hobby Lobby before anyone asked. The milk jug we got at Hobby Lobby as well, but it was kind of pricey, which is why we only purchased one. So definitely use your coupon on that. And then this, I think this looks more like real eucalyptus. It really looks real. It's kind of creepy, but it doesn't have as much height as this eucalyptus has, and I really do love the height of this because our base is pretty tall, and we do need that. So we have these filler flowers here that we have. So there's some that are budding and some that are bigger than others. That's really pretty, and I love all the greenery on this. So we're definitely going to keep all the greenery. And then for a little bit of color, we have some larger flowers, which every flower arrangement needs to have, and they are these. I don't know if these are daisies or what. That doesn't say, but I think they're some kind of. I know the flower. My grandmother would be disappointed in me. I know what these are, Ma'am, I'll be, I promise. But then we have these for some color. And then, guys, just to step it up a notch, to get crazy, we might use them, we might not, is some really cute cotton. It's very farmhousey, very fall-y. I love cotton. And the thing about making a flower arrangement is you definitely want way more flowers than you'll need. You want a lot of variety. You want a lot of choices. You don't want to have this and say this is it, because yeah, you could make something out of it and it would be okay. It'd be kind of pretty, but you definitely need more variety than that. So we have two different types of eucalyptus, some filler flowers, some of our like base flowers, and then we have some cotton if we feel frisky. So you're also going to need some really good wire cutters. Everyone say thank you to Joseph. Joseph is awesome. He let us use his industrial pair of wire cutters for today because I've had some trouble with some wire cutters in the past. So we have some wire cutters here. Floral wire cutters will work if you have them, if they're sharp enough. Some of them dull too fast for me. But anyhow, you're going to need all this stuff. So I can't wait to get going into arranging this. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So first things first, guys, what we're going to do is we're just going to start cutting off some different pieces of these flowers to start with. So I'm just going to cut off some of these here. I'm going to cut off, I think, 5 of these to start. One thing to note too, when you're decorating just about anything, this is the same whether you're doing outdoor anything, home decor, anything like that. Odd numbers are pleasing to the eye. I don't know why. There's a lot of studies about it. There is science behind it, but for some reason, odd numbers are pleasing to the eye. So 3, 5, 7, 9, on and on and on. For some reason, odd numbers, people like to look at them. So we're just gonna keep going, cutting these up. So we have 5 of these. I'm gonna get 3 of these for right now. And I want to cut this one really far down at the base here because I love the height of these. So I'm going to cut me some of those, just 3 of them. And I'm going to set this and this to the side because we have already cut these. Now I'm going to cut some of our eucalyptus. I want to cut some of this too. So, I'm nervous cutting this eucalyptus. I don't want to mess it up or anything. I love the way it looks though. I'm going to cut that. That was beautiful. And you can remove those tags too if you don't like those little Hobby Lobby tags. But sometimes they're just not in the way. So I cut that piece off. Now I'm going to cut this piece. These wire cutters, guys, too, are changing my life. They are great. And then I'm going to cut off a little bitty piece. This little piece right here. This little guy. So I've got some of that. Now I'm going to cut off this top, but again, I love the height on this. So I might even leave this how it is and bend it like that and place it into my jar like that as kind of a base. And guys, you're going to see me change my mind over and over again during this video, but that is just what happens. You can't just look at all your elements and say, okay, I know exactly what is going to go in this floor arrangement. Nothing more, nothing less. You're going to put things in there. You're not going to like it. You're going to try to put things in there. You're going to measure things. It's not going to be measured correctly. I mean, things are going to happen, and that's totally fine. It's just part of the fun. So I'm just going to get this little tag off here. And I'm actually going to measure this to see how long it needs to be to fit perfectly in our little vase here. So I'm going to set this here, hold this up. So right now, we need to cut this much off at least. So I'm going to cut this much off. And now we're going to try again. And that's pretty good. So that's a lot of height though. So we're going to cut this off again a few inches at a time. And that's some good height there. I'm really liking that height. So, I think maybe just a little bit more, just a little bit. And then we'll get to rocking and rolling. And we'll add our cotton last if we want to add it. And I want this to go 3 separate directions. So I'm going to bend this in 3 separate ways. And it should go 3 separate directions in here in the pot too. And it does, so we love that. And now, guys, we're going to switch to the other camera so that you guys can just see this close up as we fill this with our beautiful flowers. Okay, guys, so we have our vase here and we have our quote-unquote base in here, which is our lovely eucalyptus. And we could scrap this at any moment. You just never know. So for right now, we're going to start adding in some flowers. So I love these here. So I'm going to add one there, one here, and one right here at the front. That looks really, really pretty. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these white guys and we're going to use these white little flowers to be our filler flowers. So I'm going to stick one right here, one here, and one here. You can go around the perimeter and see what needs to be filled in through the perimeter if that's how you want to do that. Really, just however you want to do that is totally, totally fine. So we have this. I love the 3 base flowers. I love the 3 large base flowers. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off some of this eucalyptus here because it looks like we just have too much of it in one little spot. So I'm going to cut that off and cut these 2. So now instead of 1 piece, we have 3. So now I'm going to stick this in here. I want this to go right here. I want this eucalyptus to go right here. And you can look, guys, when you're looking at your flower arrangement, you can see what you want to be in the front, you know, what you want to have a little more height to it. And just go on like that. You know, there's no sense in thinking that you can't change anything when you totally can. You can absolutely change anything that you want in this flower arrangement at all at any point in time. So just know that for the future as well. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be adding height, and that's what our eucalyptus does for us, thank goodness. And then you're also going to be adding some of this color here like we did here. And you're just going to keep going until you're satisfied with how yours looks and how you like it. And you can even cut some of this down if you're like, well, I like this eucalyptus, but I don't like this little berry thing. cut that little berry thing off. It's very easy to cut those off because seeing it now, it looks kind of like it's busy, and I don't want my eucalyptus to look very busy. So that's what we're doing. We're just gonna cut that off there for us. So I don't like the berries. Gonna cut all the berries off, and that's gonna be an easy fix to one of our problems. Every flower arrangement has got to have some height though. If you learn nothing from this video, learn to add some height. And now I do have to say, I've met some people that don't want any height in their flower arrangements, and that's fine too. That is a different type of style. But as for me and what's pleasing to the eye in terms of flower arrangements like this, definitely having a lot of height in here helps those flower arrangements. It really, really does. So you can get in here and you can take some away. You can add some. You can do whatever you want to do with this until you like the way it looks, and then you can hold it up and you can see, oh, that's pretty. You know, you like the way it looks, or you know, oh, I don't like that. You can take that out. If you want to cut it down and add it, if you think you like it there, it's just too much there. You can just keep playing with this until your heart is content. Really, it's not about being perfect. It's just about getting it exactly how you want it. So definitely do that and just keep playing with it, guys. Just keep playing with it until you like it. Add some height where you would like some height at. You know, add some more eucalyptus here and there. Just however you want to do that. So keep playing with it. Keep adding it. Once you have your height elements and your base elements, which our base is our flowers here, and then our filler is these white flowers, and then our eucalyptus is adding our height. Just keep playing along with it until you get it really how you enjoy it. And it could take a long time. It could take not a long time. It just really depends on how you want it to look in the end. So keep adding, keep taking away eucalyptus. If your husband's home, ask him how he likes it, if he likes how it looks and things like that, because his opinion matters sometimes, you know. And if you like it one direction better than the other, flip it around, make it exactly how you want it. There's no right or wrong when doing this method. And guys, we're going to keep playing along with this. You keep playing along with it. Work with your bases. Keep cutting the flowers down. Turn them around the vase. Keep holding them up. You know, like look at them from all different angles. See what you need to add. See what you need to take away. And just keep working like that. I mean, there's no wrong way to make a flower arrangement. So just keep playing with it until you're satisfied. And then we will show it off on the other camera, guys. So just keep playing with it. Well, guys, here is our finished arrangement. It might not be perfect, but it's perfect to me. You guys can keep adding and taking things away for an hour if you want to. It's all about making it exactly how you want it. I love the eucalyptus. I love the colors of flowers that we chose. I love the little white filler flowers, and when it was all said and done, it was just a little bit too busy with the cotton. Now, the cotton could be a great hot flower if you wanted to replace the eucalyptus with cotton, but you can just see what a difference the eucalyptus makes in this arrangement. It just gives it height, it gives it body, it makes it look finished. If it didn't have any eucalyptus in there, all the flowers would fall down to the bottom and just look like a bulb, and personally, I don't like flower arrangements that look like that. I like them to be a little bit more messy, a little bit more put together, and this is the way that I love it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I like that it kind of looks a little farmhousey. I hope that you all enjoyed just my tips and tricks about having some filler flowers, having your base flowers, having some something to add some height for you guys. I really enjoy how this turned out. I think it would look beautiful in a farmhouse home, especially for fall and then for the spring. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Both the vase and all of the flowers were purchased at my local Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you could find a great selection at your local craft store or your local silk flower store. If you guys have any questions, leave those in the comments. Give this video a like and be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell to get notified for awesome new content like this. If you haven't already subscribed to makersgonnalearn.com, you are missing out. Definitely click the link in the description below to see exactly what you're missing. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay crafty. Bye, guys.